We're live. We're live. We're live. We're live. We're live. JDO first. JDO first. Let's go. Let's go. I'm first. Ah! Nobody here with me. I'm alone. You're not alone anymore. I'm here. We waiting. We waiting. Um, we waiting for sure. For sure. For sure. How's everyone doing? I hope you guys are doing well. I hope your day's going excellent. My day is going great so far. I scheduled my post is out. My new video is out. Stop thinking, start listening. How's everyone doing? How's everyone chilling? I'm going into the city today with Tim. If you guys know Tim from the vlogs, we're going into the city to see a magic show. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. Today, let's see, what was I doing today? I was working on some music. I was working on my song. Woo! Yeah. Yeah. Woo, 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 woo. Odds and 100s. I'm back in my my apartment, my college apartment. Because I'm taking the train here into the city. So I'm here visiting again. It's nice to be back. It's nice to be back here. I shot some videos here on my channel. Still got some books, still got some things. My desk, I gotta move out. Some clothes, a couple guitars there in the corner. My gown, my graduation gown. Oh, there's some tuna there too, some canned tuna. Now you're in college. I graduated college. I graduated May, and I studied film. Went to film school. You should watch my college vlogs. I think you'd enjoy them, JDL, because you wanted a vlog, a day in the life, which I'm excited to do. Thank you for that idea. But I have some on my channel when I was in college. I have some college vlogs. Those are a lot of fun. And in those vlogs, you'll see Tim. You'll see Tim, who, like I said, I'm going to the city with today. But yeah, no more college. College is done. Chapter was incredible. Better than I thought. College was film school was a lot more fun than I thought it would be. It gave me incredible experiences, incredible relationships. We made a lot of things along the way. A lot of great films, a lot of great projects. And yeah, now my campus is a trip down memory lane when I come back here. I hope you guys enjoy the new YouTube video. Yo, how you doing? Hey man, what's up? What's up? What's up? How you doing? Oh yeah, thank you everyone for the support on the second to last video, the Romanticize Process video. It's incredible to see so many people resonate with the message and get a lot out of it. I knew people were gonna really like that one because that video is going back to the style that I used to do a lot, which was very similar to the "It's Time to Take Your Dreams Seriously," that kind of format, that overall style, which I'm gonna lean into more for sure. My newest video, actually, I tried something different, so you guys should see. It's inspired by another YouTube video that I saw about memory loss, getting memory back. I just like the way the guy presented the video, and I was trying to. My style for that video was very heavily inspired by that one. But yeah, the romanticized video, a lot of people liked, a lot of people enjoyed. And yeah, I think the reason why that video and the other video that's Time to Take Your Dream Seriously video will work is the style is very I'm close with the camera. I'm able to be very intimate. I'm able to talk very just naturally and talk very in kind of a personal manner, I guess, to the person watching. And it was a lot of fun to film. It was a lot of fun to make, and it feels natural. It's like a natural style. So I'm excited to make more videos like that. And obviously, any ideas, concepts you guys want me to make videos about, comment them, let me know, because I'm always an open book. I'm always taking your guys' ideas. Um, yeah, so let me know. But I think the real big part of that video was awakening something within us artists, um, that was finding the magic again within our process, finding the magic, finding the fun, finding that spark again with everyone's personal creative process. And it's great to read about everyone's stories. And it's funny how similar a lot of our journeys are, because it really is just like this craft that we kinda it's very inconsistent the way that we return to it. It's kind of like maybe in little episodes or little bursts, but it's hard to stay consistent, it's hard to stick with it for the long haul, but like I said in the video, finding the fun is about making it something that's enjoyable, making it something that's easy to come back to, easy like video games, easy like any other thing that you just wanna do, you know, throughout the day, or when you wake up, you're like, "Oh, I'm excited for this. I'm looking forward to this." How can we turn our craft into that? If we can find ways to do that, I think that unlocks a key superpower, and it's a key to putting in that the hours that are necessary really to achieve the things that we want to achieve and do the things that our souls want to do. And we deserve to have fun. It should be fun. It should be a fun thing. It's not. It shouldn't be a chore. It shouldn't feel like a chore. Um, on the other hand, if you guys know Stephen Pressfield's incredible. He's an author. I haven't read any of his books, but he's an incredible like speaker, and he talks about this idea of resistance with a capital R. He says resistance is this force of nature that will find its way every opportunity that it can to stand in between you and and your process and your craft. So whether that's the distraction or fear or doubt, whatever it is, it will find its way somehow. It'll manifest in some kind of form to stop you from getting into your work. And I love that. I love that concept. I resonate with it so much. And I don't use the term resistance in the news video, although I have used it before. But that is kind of like what I'm talking about. Is like this resistance sucks out the fun, and we let it win in a lot of cases. But know if we know what it is, and we confront it, um, then we can learn to fall in love with the process and fall in love with the difficulty and the struggle, because falling in love with the process is falling in love with all of the parts, and looking at the bad as good, because it makes us stronger, and it gives us opportunities to grow, and it gives us really like one-on-one matches with the resistance. And if we can win, then that makes us stronger, but it also boosts our confidence in ourselves, and empowers us a lot mentally, spiritually. Um, so yeah, these are all natural obstacles within the artist's journey, and we're all here. That's why I love this community so much, is because we're all here with our different stories, the different crafts. Again, like looking at all the comments of the people in the videos, just so many different different mediums, or medias. Because I think I used to say mediums, but then one of my art teachers said it's media. I think I have to look back into that. Anyway, different medias of art. Um, I don't know. It's just cool to see all the commonalities between different stories. And we're all able to exchange the wisdom, exchange the knowledge, kind of swap things that worked. That's what my whole channel is based on. It's literally just me and my experience as an artist working on my craft and seeing what works, what doesn't, what helps, and then what I can share. How can I be a fountain for all the things that I take in? What are the lessons that God wants me to give to others, and how can I connect with others on this platform, and how can we help each other? That's also what the Discord is for as well. But yeah, it's been beautiful. It's great to see the video pop off in that manner, and have a lot of people watch it, experience it, resonate with it. And like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the new video that I posted an hour ago. Um, and the next video is going to be cool too. Next video is going to be cool. Next video is going to be kind of about journaling, writing, um, which a lot of you guys like, a lot of you guys enjoy. And journaling is one of the biggest things that I always talk about. As my dream is to make amazing stories, stories itself takes forms like movies, books, video games, etc. So I might do film school too. Yeah, I would say go to film school. I love film school. Film school, you don't have to go to film school. You don't need it. You don't have to be dependent on it. But for me, film school was just an incredible, amazing experience. You will get out what you put in. So film school, if you go there, you have to go with the mindset of just be open, be willing to put in the work, try to get on as many film sets as you can, as many film shoots as you can, as other student films. Don't do the bare minimum. Don't just do your assignments, go above and beyond, get ahead of your assignments. Really prepare so that you can have fun in the process. Don't procrastinate. That was a mistake that I would make many times, procrastinating on certain assignments. And then it was just, I learned my lessons in the natural kind of way, in the natural time and the process. But that would definitely be a piece of advice. But yeah, I mean, film school is incredible. You can watch some of my vlogs actually. Watch some of the vlogs on the YouTube channel if you can see the kind of experience that I think I created for myself at film school. Um, just go on crazy adventures. It's a lot of fun. Make great films. Make things from the heart. Make things that are fulfilling. Make things that you care about. Man, film school's a trip. It's awesome. You can take that style and improve on it. Yeah, yeah. I want to take that style of that video and yeah, but yeah, improve on it. Like find ways that I can make it different each time. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I definitely the style works, and it feels, and not only that, it's great that it works, but more importantly, and incredibly, it feels right and feels natural, and just my instinctual kind of style, I guess, as a content creator. So it's just it's awesome to see a lot of people um, enjoy it. Like a lot of the comments just saying like it's very just again the shots, the messages, the way I convey the messages. It's very nice to digest that form of content. So the stars align. It's great. I'm going to continue to improve upon it. Yeah, make something new again. That's what I'm trying with my video I posted today. Um, yeah, more like I wanted to do. I saw some guy posted some like a 45-minute video on YouTube or something, like a midnight workout. And it was like this whole movie. And he's just talking to the camera, and then it was just like it was like scenes. It was like scenes, like a scene of him talking, or like to the camera, or a scene of him just working out. And it seemed very, I don't know. It was like a hangout video. There's something very that drew me to it. And the reason why like I resonate with it as a content creator is because also I do want to get deeper with these YouTube videos. I want to make these videos more conversational, um, like really talk about some deep things within, the why of what we're doing, and ideas of purpose, mission, spirituality, you know, the walk with God, and big picture things too. Because there's a lot of little picture things, a lot of strategies, a lot of different methods that we can kind of swap, a lot of pieces of wisdom that we can help with within this artistic process. But equally as important, if not more important, is the bigger picture kind of things, which are important to bring into consciousness, to talk about and think about, to ponder, because those are the biggest forces that are going to guide us, and it's the reason why we're doing everything in the first place. So more conversations on that I think are super important. Romanticize video is epic. Thank you, JDO. Thank you always for your messages. You did such a great job teaching that in those videos. An entrepreneur friend sent it to me because I'm working on an app to help people with exactly what you're describing. Wow, that's incredible. Oh my gosh. I've I've wanted to make an app before. It seems like a lot of work. Um, I'm wishing you the best of luck. That's incredible that you're going on that venture. You should continue to do what's right and follow your heart, because it seems like you're paving your own path. That's really great to hear. Is an app on the artistic process, I guess. Um, Specifically like crafting your own artist journey or things to help your creative mind. So that is awesome. That is really great. Yo, James, how you doing, James? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Always great to see you guys. I'm leaving the romanticize your process open in a tab to remind myself every day. Whoa, that's sick. That's awesome. That is great. That's there you go. There's your reminder. You're welcome. That's great. I appreciate that you resonate with the video so much. Because I will do that too. I will a video will strike me, or even like an image or something. I'll just leave it there on the desktop for a few days or a week or something. Like you said, to remind you of something that your soul is intuitively getting from whatever the thing is. So that's great. That is awesome. Yeah, romanticize the process. Romanticize it. Have it be something that, again, you're looking forward to, not something that you're avoiding. Make it more open, make it more fun. Because that's what it is for so many of these artists who are actually doing it. Because you think about all the people, again, who are like who grinded on their dreams, or, people who have made it. They put in the hours. They put in the hours. Like you know, if anything, their issue was doing it too much. Their problem wasn't not doing it. Their problem wasn't, you know, oh, I need to be doing this more. And if anything, it was like, oh, I gotta eat. I gotta sleep. And that's a good problem to have. I would say, because you're unlocking something within you that's just go, go, go. Like it's like a drive. It's like it wants to do this thing, wants to work on this craft. It's finding this fun. It's finding this drive. Um, Again, that's a really big key to unlocking that part within you that is going to do that and put in those hours. And it should be fun. It should all be fun. Also, is it good to take naps sometimes? Yeah. If so, how many minutes is recommended? Because sometimes on the screen I get headaches. I think 20-minute naps, from what I've seen, if you guys know Andrew Huberman, I think he's my favorite um, uh, science-y content creator. But he talks about naps. 20 minutes, probably good. I don't know if that 20 minutes includes the time to like fall asleep. So like if it takes you 5 minutes, is that 15 minutes, 20, 25? I don't know. But yeah, the 20 minutes probably a good benchmark, because like maybe an hour and a half could end up more tired. But I'm sure it depends on the person. There's not like always a staple rule. You could maybe try out 20 and see how it feels. Naps I really like naps. Naps can help me. I want to be more conscious about implementing them. But also, I think that if you just want to nap all day, there's probably something deeper, um, that you should be addressing, maybe a lack of energy, a drainage of energy. And instead of trying to, um, instead of trying to cure the symptom with naps, try and get to the root, because there's probably other more effective ways to go about solving that issue in the first place. Whether it's just focusing on actually getting a good quality sleep during the night, 7 to 8 hours, turning off screens, technology an hour or two before bed, um, getting sunlight in your eyes an hour after bed, those kind of basic things, getting enough sunlight, water, movement. I'm sure if it's like a chronic kind of like, I just need to nap all day, what do I do? Then I'm sure fixing all those other things would probably help a lot better, um, than just solving it with naps. But that being said, I know there's a lot of benefits to naps. And also, naps are not only good for rest, but also just tapping into the mind, getting quiet, going into that sleep zone. I think it was Albert Einstein, who did that. He would take naps. He would have a ball in his hand or something, a rock, and he would like doze off. And then when he would drop the rock, that's when he fell asleep. And then the noise hitting the floor would wake him up. And then when he woke up, he was like in the zone of ideas and creativity. So then he had something in his head, and then he would write it down. So that zone, um, whether it's meditation or praying or whatever it is, regardless of whether you do that with naps, it's a zone that's very important to get. That part that is still, like I say in my newest video, the part that is deepest within us, the part that's still, the part that's, you know, that is in the silence, our essence. Also, I watched a few. Tom of your one friend, he's hilarious. Michley? Did you watch Michley? Michley is incredible. Michley's videos are great. I love Michley. It's probably Michley. Thank you. Basically, disguising LOA teachings and following your curiosity wonder, but disguised as a productivity app. That's awesome. Wow. That's amazing. Keep me updated with that. Please. I would love to hear about that venture. And your process making that app is something to romanticize maybe in some way as well. That's incredible. That is amazing. You're gonna be helping a lot of people with that. I'll download that app whenever you release it. Keep going with it because those are the type of apps that we need. So yeah, that's great. Curiosity wonder. And it's a great way to spend your time if you're gonna be on your phone instead of, scrolling or doing something else. Get on an app like that. Yeah. Mindset coach in disguise as productivity. Nice, 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 nice. That's great. I'm sure you have a lot of inspirations too. I'm sure you're going through or you've been through, you know, researching a lot of people who talk about that online. There's so many great resources out there. There's so many great things. And if you can really funnel it to make it your own personal, because obviously one rule is not going to apply to every person, but if you take the things that you resonate with, you kind of see, think principles and things that your soul likes, and then kind of form that into your own set of values or set of principles, and you can put that into the app. That's awesome. I wish you the best of luck with that. And again, keep me updated with that app because it's I would love to get that. I'd love to check it out. And I don't even know because I remember when I wanted to start an app, I wanted to do something like to connect filmmakers, something like that. And I remember, yeah, it was like quite a lot. There's just different kind of tiers or different kind of apps that you can make, right? And it kind of depends on how much you have to pay. Um, I think isn't it with like property or something where you have to pay a certain amount to keep it either on the app store or just keep it up and running. Um, yeah. And then the software, do you design it or are you hiring a team? That's a whole nother thing. Seems like a lot, but you got it, obviously. People have done it before and you're doing it now. Hi, Tozak. Namaste from India. Namaste. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Good to see you again. Can you give some advice on how to begin writing and mold a complete story, as I have to write a 20,000 word novella for my major? Wow. Wow, 20,000 words. Well, actually 20,000 because I try to I get in at least like 1,000 words for blogs. And it takes me, I don't even know, probably like maybe 30 minutes or something like that. Just like thinking and writing. So I mean, it sounds like a lot, but I mean, but I mean, obviously it's a novel, so it's different than a blog. But that's good. I mean, that's a good amount. It's a good, what is that? So a short story, I guess. I don't have much experience writing like novels, or stories and prose, but obviously story writing, those are the most important principles are the ones that transcend the media or the medium. Um, Ones that you can apply to films, poems, novels. Um, you say begin writing. So from conceptualization to finish. Um, well, I talk about this actually in my newest video. So first thing I would say is try and have a mindset. Imagine your idea, your story idea, whatever you pick or whatever comes to you, whatever you like, whatever you're gonna do for your novel. Imagine it's like a fossil, and instead of having the pressure or the mental strain to build the story or build the fossil, just imagine that it's already there. Your story is already complete. It's already done. Whatever you're meant to write, it's already It already exists. It's a fossil in the ground, and your only job is to dig it up. You don't have to create it from scratch. You don't have to make it. You don't have to logically craft everything. You don't have to rationalize every detail. The fossil with all of its parts and details is already done. All you have to do is dig it up. And the more that you add on to it, the more that you um, come up with for the idea is actually you just discovering more and more parts of the fossil that's already there, that's already existing. So just I would try to have that mindset. That's what when I incorporate that mindset into my own art, it allows me to feel out the idea and have more trust and faith in the idea rather than if I branch on with one thing or one idea and then I start building on top of it and I'm like, oh no, but this doesn't really make sense. Oh, and therefore this doesn't. Oh, but then the whole thing's a mess. No, no, you don't have to logically rationalize everything. Just imagine that it's already there and your guide to digging it up is following the feeling. So that's what I do with my own art and my own creative process. I just follow the feeling, just follow what feels right. Emotion over logic, essentially. Um, so I would say that's a mental kind of framework of conceptualization as a whole that I would recommend. Um, and then, I mean, make sure that it's something that you resonate with and that you like, and like whatever the idea is that you choose for your novel, just make sure that it's something that's fulfilling because at least in my experience, when I notice other artists get discouraged with their own art or they lose motivation because they don't actually care about it or they settled for an idea or they picked an idea that I guess was good enough. Um, but if you're not if the story or the thing the idea doesn't touch your heart, doesn't touch your soul, then it's going to be harder to work on it or have the motivation to bring it to fruition because it's not going to be as fulfilling as if you were to pick an idea or story that you do care about and that you do love. Um, so make sure that the ideas from the beginning are it's something that you love and something that's going to be you have a feeling it's going to be fulfilling. Um, and then when it comes to, I mean, there's so many different. Again, everyone's process is different, and that's your own journey to find out what works for you. So whether it's like if you know like okay I'm going to write this thing for 30 minutes a day or an hour a day and that's it and I'm not allowed to work on it any other time, that's it. That's what kind of Stephen Pressfield talks about is like he picks a time block and that's it. He works for 4 hours maybe and then that's it. He doesn't think about it the rest of the day, and the next day he comes and it's like a muscle you train it like working out. Or maybe it's once a week, you just spend the whole day working on it. Maybe you unlock something that you can unlock by doing the repeated sessions. But then vice versa, maybe the repeated sessions unlock something within you that you can't access by just sticking in the studio for 7, 8, 9 hours. But whatever method resonates with you, and follow your intuition, what feels right, to make sure you're getting some kind of consistent progress on the story itself. um, and just stay open for signs, stay open for what the idea is trying to get you to make, because the idea is so much it exists beyond the page, it exists beyond the studio. It's coming Your connection to the idea comes from within, it comes from within the soul, so you're going to see inspirations everywhere wherever you go out into the world. So you have to stay open for those moments of inspiration. When you get an idea, write it down, don't forget it, because the worst thing is when you have an idea and then you lose it. So that's why I would say carry around some kind of journal, or at least on the notes app on your phone. um, but yeah, and don't, again, with taking off the pressure of having to create it, don't feel like you have to construct every single part yourself. Again, you're guiding it. It's like imagine a plant that's growing, you're just guiding its growth. It's gonna do its thing. Just let it do its thing, but just help guide it and follow where it's going. Um, you don't have to be the one to actually do every single part. You're the curator for this thing that's again beyond just the page. Um, and I think with those kind of frameworks, you have more trust and faith in the idea and in the story. Um, and lastly, no rule should transcend your heart. Your heart is the following your heart is the only rule in the artistic process. The only, in my opinion, that's the only. If there is one rule in the artistic process, that's the only rule, to follow your heart, because that's gonna be the best thing to rely on in any circumstance. any rule can be the wrong thing in some kind of project or some kind of piece of art. So the only thing that's going to stay consistent is your own intuition, because only you have the true key to whatever this thing is meant to be. Um, so yeah, everything else, all the other technical things of like practical things of how to do it is all secondary, I think, to the mental and spiritual kind of frameworks of the process. So just trust yourself, trust the feeling. And again, 20,000 words is a lot. So um, you want to craft something that you don't have to have the pressure to be like, oh, I'm proud of how incredible this thing is, but be proud of the fact that it's fulfilling, and the fact that you followed your heart and soul and you made it what it was meant to be. And that's always going to yield success for you. So I wish you the best of luck. I'm excited for you. Um, and hey, like the YouTube video, have fun with it, romanticize that process, and figure out your own process, figure out what works for you. Yeah, I think it's something with the screen movement and just to let my mind put the pieces together. Since doom scrolling all that can give you massive headache. Yes, it will give you massive headaches. We're not meant to be doom scrolling all day. I mean, you already know. I don't need to tell you. With that, I'm trying not doom scroll. Another way to fill that void. Did you watch my video, the why you keep grabbing that dang phone? Because yeah, it is that collective thing that we share, like that void, or that there's a reason why we grab the phone. It's because we wanted to, itch that scratch. We're lacking something in that moment. But we have to remember that we don't need the phone. Just tell yourself, like, put the phone down. And it's hard. It's willpower, but there's no way around it. There's literally no way around it. But you tell yourself, I don't need this. Why am I impulsively grabbing this phone? There's no objective there. It's not to call someone or look up something. You're just grabbing it because it's there. But tell yourself you don't need this thing, because this is all you need. This presence, this moment. I would go outside. That will give you good sense stimulation, because we need some kind of stimulation to our senses. We're beings who are meant to experience life and things out there. So go outside. I would say really, like, go outside, spend quiet time, like spend time in your solitude. But you're aware of that void. That's very important. You're aware that there's some kind of void that you're filling with the phone. Which again, we all experience that. I experience that. It's just about how we fill it in the right way. I gotta make working on my stories, naps, and having a limit on screen time. Gotta make it a routine. Second nature. Yep. And journaling helps with that. Journaling helps to organize all of that. So I'd recommend you write these things down. Put them on your desk. Put them out there in front of your desk. Write it down on a piece of paper. Put it on your desk so it's there in front of you. You can see it and it reminds you of what you have to do. I'm struggling with my online efforts. I try to post videos and do things, but nothing works out. I haven't given my all, and bad habits are slowly destroying me. And it's like I am my enemy. Well, it actually sounds like you're in a really great spot, because you know exactly what it is. And I struggle with the same thing. It's the bad habits. As you work on those are going to help you with your process. And you're not giving it your all. Yeah, you're going to know deep down inside if you're trying your hardest or if you're not. And it takes strength to exercise willpower. And strength is something that's practiced. It's not given to you, it's practiced. So you practice through working on those habits, on those bad habits, transforming them into good habits. You have to start making different decisions. And again, there's no way around it. There's not going to be any hack that you're going to see online that's going to give you the cure to all of this. There's no way around needing to just do it. Like Shia LaBeouf says, just do it. Like that's why that's the best piece of practical advice. Just do it, is because literally you just have to do it. And that's actually a beautiful thing, because you don't have to go out and find the perfect hack with this perfect book from this perfect place. It's always very, very simple. So yeah, I mean, you're kind of already laying it out and pointing it out, so I don't have to tell you, but you have it within you. You have it within you. I promise. And deep down too, because the fact that you're aware that you're making a certain maybe bad decision for yourself is only proof that it's possible to also make a good decision for yourself. So willpower is that bridge. Um, and yeah, online, I mean, you're posting videos and doing content. Yeah. Um, that can get exhausting, or it can be just, there can be a lot of resistance in doing that. Um, Obviously, I mean, romanticize the process, but also make things simple for yourself. Sometimes the mind can do a lot. The mind can look at one thing and then turn it into a million things. Oh, if I have to make one video, that means I have to do this and then do that and then do all this. And it's one step in front of the other. We can't jump up the ladder all at once. And sometimes the mind feels like taking one step is jumping up the whole ladder, and it's not. It's really not. So simplifying things, again, like writing it on paper, putting that in front of you can really, really help. Um, just to realize, oh, instead of that, all I have to do right now, actually, all I have to do right now is write the script. Okay, all right, let's tackle this one thing, and then once that's done, you move on to the next step, and then the next step after that. Um, but the mind likes to take so many things from so many other future steps that we're not even at yet. That's why in the Bible it says, don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow has its own worries. Tomorrow has its own troubles. Focus on today. Focus on the troubles today that aren't really even troubles. They're gifts. They really are. Um, yeah, that's again, you're in a good spot. I promise you, you're in a good spot. You have a journey to venture upon. You have something. You have a gift in front of you, and it's your destiny. I'm telling you, it's your destiny. You can't escape your destiny. It's your destiny to overcome these things, and you will. Sorry for my typing so much. JDO, please, I want more. I want more typing. I want more messages, more lovely words. XD. Yo, what's up, dude? Yo, what's up, Kova? Thank you for joining. How you doing? I hope you're having a blessed day. Hope you're doing well. Do you have any advice for feeling stuck, mainly not being sure what the next step is, feeling like you'd like to do and be more, but you're not sure if you need to be patient or change up your life? No, interesting. Be patient or change up your life. Um, I would, if you haven't seen my video, you already have your answers. Here's how. I would recommend you watch that and practice the thing I talk about in that video, which is stream of conscious writing, where you just write nonstop and you don't stop for like 20 minutes on paper. And the whole reason why I recommend that practice is because it reveals that you know a lot more than you think. And you have access to a lot more answers than you think, especially to these bigger questions. You're always going to be connected to the most intelligent source, which is within you. Your connection to God. It's your connection. It's your soul's connection to God. It's your connection to the source of answers. You have to have more faith in that. And the reason why fear can disconnect you is because fear gives you lies. Lies are obviously the opposite of truth, and fear feeds you lies. Um, the feeling of being stuck is obviously normal. It's a very collective kind of experience, and patience is something that we always have to have during these moments, like you're mentioning. Um, I really think like big decisions, like changing up your life, big decisions like that, you need to spend time with your soul, because your soul, being connected to these answers, your relationship, like any other relationship in your life, it's only going to grow if you feed it. Your relationship with your body, your relationship with your mind, your relationship with your partner, your relationship with a family member, your relationship with yourself, your relationship with your soul. The more you feed it, the bigger it's going to grow. So if you want to grow your relationship with your soul, make it easier for you to receive more of these answers, you have to spend time with your soul. So I would, if you feel like, there's big decisions to be made or change up your life, or you just feel lost, I would spend more time with yourself, spend more time in solitude, spend more time with your soul, get into a practice of journaling, of writing, um, and the answers will come, I promise. And the answers will come at the perfect timing. They will come at the perfect time. That's why, I mean, you already said it. That's why patience is super important. Um, But really, like, spend time with your soul, spend time that's what my mom would tell me, and that's what I've always felt intuitively as well, is you need to spend time with yourself. Um, you're not gonna find you're not gonna find your answer in a YouTube video. The YouTube video, just like my YouTube videos, they may give you inspiration, they may give you something that you resonate with, but ultimately that thing, that answer that's within you was already there, more than likely, a lot of you guys watching my YouTube videos, it's triggering something. I see in the comments, it's triggering something that's already there within you. You already know what I'm saying. It's just helping bring that thing out. But ultimately, only you have the key. So you're not going to find your answers to these questions in some kind of book or video or movie. These things are important to consume in a healthy manner because they are going to make your soul feel more alive and give yourself magical experiences. But the most important thing is your relationship with yourself. And a lot of times we have to just retreat there. Um, so you have it within you. You need to spend time in solitude and reflection. Um, and I promise you're not behind. I promise that things aren't as bad as they seem. But sometimes we just need to remind ourselves or shift our perspective if we feel like we are stuck. What's your favorite book? My favorite book is the Bible. Um, and then maybe after that would probably be, I read this book. I recommend this actually to a lot of people. The Way of the Peaceful Warrior. I love this book so much. This book is incredible. I read this when I was in middle school, and I've been meaning to reread it. It's an incredible book. It's about this guy, um, basically like gets paralyzed, and then he takes on this mentor, and he helps him, or gets in a car crash. He gets injured. Yeah, helps him get his body back, but it's also he goes on a spiritual kind of awakening. He learns so much more about himself and who he is, and it's a beautiful, beautiful book. I got to reread it again. But that book, I think, no, no other fiction book has touched me that way or stood out such a memorable experience than reading that. Um, man, I just remember it blew my middle schooler mind, which is so funny. I follow the feeling first, then rational check after I already wrote everything. Because every time there's some errors, it's important to not worry about it earlier than you should. Yeah, sometimes, like like I said in my other video, the mind has to catch up to the soul. And sometimes you don't even realize why you're getting ideas until later or after when the thing is made. Sometimes you have to, if an idea does not make sense to you, but it feels so strong, sometimes you just have to put it in the piece of art. And then maybe it'll make sense to you on the third time that maybe you watch that film or the third time you read what you wrote once it's all done. And it's like, oh, I see why that was meant to go there. But you don't need to, it doesn't need to make sense. It doesn't need to make logical sense. The more you trust those ideas, actually, the better your process and your art's going to become. But yeah, never take something out because it doesn't logically make sense. I don't think that's ever, yeah. If it feels that strong, you can't ignore that. This past month, my mom doesn't believe in me and my music. She said that anything that does not praise God directly does not work. Man, that hurt. It's like my creative me is fading. Yeah. When we have people who, you know, make it more challenging for us to believe in our work on the surface, that can be very hard um, to deal with. When you, I mean, ultimately, your mom's actually is it going to make you a stronger artist because it's going to force you to become the person that has to push yourself. Um, and what you're going through, what you're going through is much more than just the artist journey. That's the soul's journey. I mean, that's those are difficulties within relationships that we really care about. So you're dealing with a lot more than just what it means to be an artist. Um, but you again, you have everything you need within you. No other person ultimately, even if everyone's on your side, you still have to overcome the obstacle of yourself to push you towards it. But if you like what you're doing, if you believe in what you're doing, and you feel that you feel that's right within your heart, go for it. I believe in you, and I support you. I support you with all of my heart. I really do, and I know you do as well within. And it's just about unlocking that part within ourselves that is going to push us. It's also like when I'm here, it's where I know what I'm supposed to do. But to do it, I hold back. It's weird. Yeah. Yeah, it seems weird, but it's actually normal. In a weird way, is normal for a lot of us. You know what you're supposed to do, but you're held back by it. But if you weren't held back, there would be no point to this journey. Um, because the struggle makes the triumph and overcoming it all the more magical. But again, the fact that you know what you have to do is proof that you can do it, because your soul doesn't see that vision and dream for no reason. I promise you, your soul does not like dangling a piece of candy in front of a kid's face and then taking it away and not giving you. That's not what your soul is doing to you. I promise. Maybe it seems like that sometimes, but it's not. There's a reason why you're getting that vision. There's a reason why you have that dream in your heart. And that's why I always say dream on. You have to dream on, because it's the only thing that you can do. And it's the one thing that you need to do and that you should, and it'll make your life better. Write it down. Write it down. I'm happy that you're here, though. I'm really happy that you're here expressing this. And I appreciate your vulnerability. I appreciate you sharing everything. And best of luck with your music as well. I also make music, and that can be a tough process. It is a tough process, especially as you get into like production stages and everything. You have to learn a lot. You have to learn a lot. I think I have to learn more. I don't know why. I feel like it's been more grueling. Yeah, it's been more grueling learning about technical things within the music process than the filmmaking process. Weird as that is, I feel like it's been more like just rigorous, I think. Yo, Kova, yo, Summer Vibes. Hello, how you doing? How you doing? Your videos and messages are very inspiring and encouraging. Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for your message and your words. That means a lot. I'm so happy that the videos help you and that they inspire you. It makes it all worth it. It truly does. I was going to say that there's so much out there on YouTube, and we are looking for answers on YouTube. You're spotting answers within it. Yep. Answers are within us. And the more that you pursue that, the more answers you're going to get. More answers than you could possibly get than from any of these other YouTube videos. Exactly. Happy that you're stopping by, Summer Vibes. Thank you for coming along. Thanks to this live stream. I thought I doodled in my journal, and now I got the answers. Let's go. That's there anytime I need it. Let's go. I got the answers, baby. Good job. How do you keep that positive attitude towards life and yourself? Well, I have to attribute it all to my relationship with God. Just very blunt. Um, my faith in God and God's plan for me um, helps me see everything as a gift. Um, and I think that honestly, a lot, like, no matter what whatever your beliefs are, we all have a connection to our own soul. And I think the soul gives us messages. I think the soul is different from consciousness and the mind. I think I view the mind as like like a receiver, almost like the radio seems like it's playing music, but the radio isn't the music. The music is a signal being picked up from the radio. And that's how I see it. Like the mind is the radio, but the soul is like the signal. The soul is the music. I think the more that we listen to our souls, the better our lives are going to be. Um, and my own faith in God and God's plan for me allows me again to see everything as a gift to show me what to do. And I'm not positive 100% of the time. Um, I think over the years, I've built a really great relationship with my ability to view things, because I'm not going to get all personal here, but I go through a lot. I go through a lot of struggles. I go through a lot of just conflicts and things in my own life and my personal life, and just in different areas. And it's not always um, easy, but I think I've gotten I've been able to work on my ability to deal with those conflicts and view them in a good manner, and at the end of the day, like, be able to say that I can at the end of virtually all of my days, end it with a smile, end it with a prayer, end it with a good positive attitude, um, and that quality of my life that I've been able to work on is again being able to lean on God, but use that to shift my perspective and listen to my soul. And again, listening to your soul is going to be the most important thing that you do in your life. On my channel, that's all. That's why I always talk about the soul. I talk about the creative spirit. I talk about that all the time because it's again as much as like the technical things within the process are important. At the end of the day, we're all in this life. Everything matters. You know, every day. Life is so short. Every day counts. These are the days of our lives. It may seem like life is not happening. Maybe life will happen in a few years when we have that job or when we have that thing, but it's not true. Life is happening right now, every day as we wake up. Um, and life is just too short to be to stay stuck and know that you're stuck and not do anything about it. Um, and our soul is that bridge. Um, and yeah, that's why I think the conversations that we have here are very, very important because you don't know what you're gonna say that inspires someone else um, to listen to their own soul. Um, but like use following your soul. What I think that looks like is doing a lot of journaling, spending a lot of time in solitude, praying, and just being more conscious and more aware of what your soul is trying to tell you, even if you don't listen to it or want to listen to it, or even if you're afraid of it, just at least have an awareness or be conscious of it. Don't ignore it. Don't ignore what your soul is trying to tell you. Um, don't ignore the fact that you have to follow your heart at some point. Um, and yeah, I think the beautiful thing about life is that all these spheres, our emotional life, our spiritual life, our physical life, our mental life, all these different spheres affect each other. So if something's off in one area, it's going to affect the others. So there's so many opportunities for signals that we can receive for different things that we have to confront. So that's why you're a lot more capable and you know a lot more than you think. Um, I think just the more faith that you have, start having yourself, the more that you believe in yourself, you can see a lot more. Um, yeah, and I know for me, I want to change the world. I'm sure a lot of you guys want to change the world. I'm sure a lot of us want to live lives that um, improve life on this planet and heal other people. But we can't do that unless we're there for ourselves. We have to be able to lean on ourselves. So working on yourself is not a selfish thing. It's a very selfless thing as well. Just remember that it's bigger than just you and your life because you're a part of the whole. Um, but you have to be whole within. You know, that's the kind of foundation you have to start from. I feel like I'm a creative nomad, having tried poetry when I was young, then a book and making YouTube videos. Only time will tell me where creative journey will take me. Yep. You have to have faith in the journey. The perfect thing's coming at the perfect time. Like maybe maybe for me, I have this dream of wanting to become a filmmaker, but maybe it's who know only God knows. I mean, if you me having faith in the process looks like I'm gonna commit to feeling like I'm gonna be a filmmaker for the rest of my life, but maybe in 5 years something switches up intuitively, and then that actually was meant to lead me here to this country working on this film set to meet this person, and then that guides me on whatever it is. You know, you just don't know how all these pieces go. That's why the only thing you could do is follow the feeling right now and have trust in the feeling and do what feels best ultimately. Don't feel like you have to have everything figured out. You're not behind. You don't have to figure it all out. So yeah, go where the journey takes you. Controlling anger and knowing that the bad things are good. Yeah, the bad things are good. Yep, because it makes you learn, it makes you grow. Yeah. Yeah. It makes you learn, it makes you grow. And it's actually experiencing the bad thing is better than experiencing the good thing that you want. Oh man, if you can have that faith, if you can get that have that experience or have that perspective on the bad things that come, and remember and remind yourself these are actually like the perfect things. These are the things that I deep down I would I rather experience these things than the good thing that I want. I promise you. It's protection. It actually is protection, and it's growing you to prepare you for actually the better thing. Um, yeah, that is so important. Is your whole mindset about what makes something bad, and be your biggest supporter. Yep, you got it. You got it. Amor fati, I was meant to find you now for the mind shift and confirmation for romanticizing my process to remember and place the batteries in my smoke alarms. I know I'm back in my apartment. Our alarms are broken. It's crazy. Try replacing the batteries, but I'm happy that you are getting all of that intuitively. It seems like you're connected with your soul very well, and that's awesome to see. Amor fati as well. Amor fati. Yep, love this fate. And what is the other? Amor fati and what is the oh, there's some other sayings that I love as well. Some other Stoke sayings. That's a great one. Amor fati. Love you, man. I love you too. Love you too. Thank you for being here. Thank you for expressing everything that you have. That advice really resonates with me. Thank you for the advice. I just got to keep reminding myself I truly need to start trusting myself more. Yep. Yep. I'm happy that it all resonates. You have everything that you need within you. I'm never going to give you the key. The best thing that I can do here is play some kind of advice or assistance or remind you of something that you already know. Um, but yeah, I mean, the more that you can trust yourself, the more you can develop that skill. Oh my gosh, is it going to reward you in life? And it's already rewarded me these past few years a lot. I like your stuff, man. Keep going. Very valuable input. Thank you, Ethan. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. I'm happy that you like the content and like everything. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the encouragement. After you agree with Summer, it's crazy how much your advice feels so natural. And then when you said your favorite book was the Bible, it all made sense. Thanks for what you're sharing. Of course, of course. It is, yeah. That's true. Natural. Yeah. Advice feels natural. It should be effortless because your natural self is really what you're after, your authentic self. That is what you're after, truly. Yeah. It's like in the video, the when I posted a message for my young artists, it's like your creative voice is your natural voice. And the artist journey is not about learning some kind of rule or perfecting a skill. It's actually about removing the blocks and obstacles that are blocking you from your natural voice. It is a journey with you. That's why it is really a soul's journey. And the more that you can take those obstacles away and find your natural self, boom, then you found it. Thank you so much, Tozak, for your words on writing. It will really help me. Oh, I'm glad that they help you. That makes me happy. I'm happy that message resonates. And best of luck with it. I know you're going to do great. I know you're going to do really, really great. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for asking. Hello. How you doing? Monolith guy. What's up? Thank you so much again. It's 4 months back. You did a live in which you gave me advice on my thesis topic. I remember that, which helped me. Nice. Finally, last week I completed my first ever thesis. It's the best feeling ever. Nice. Congratulations. Woo. Nice. Very, very nice. Makes me happy to read. That's incredible. It is a really great feeling. I remember my senior thesis film that when it all came together. Oh my gosh, it's a really great feeling. It really is. And that's a beautiful thing about each process. You get to feel that at the end if you're working in a fulfilling manner on your work. Absolute gold mine channel I found today. Oh, that means so much. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so happy that you're meant to be here, and then we crossed paths. I hope the content you continue to resonate with the content. You stick around, and yeah, this helps you in your journey in any way that it can. Very, very happy. That's great. Thank you so much, Tozak, for being so kind and building a safe place for creatives. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that message. That's what I feel like I'm meant to be doing right now. And I it's only possible because everyone else is here right now. You guys are the community, so I it's all praise to you guys, really. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing everything that you guys are doing and expressing everything. Thank you, Summer Vibes, for being here. Appreciate you. Been struggling with deep emotional existential questions. As a child, I felt split into my identity, almost as if there were two versions of me, one of which was given a name by others. This week, I've been particularly weighed down by the sense of responsibility to change my family situation. Parents immigrated to Europe, work in tough jobs, and I feel the pressure to make things better for them, often at the expense of my own dreams in music and YouTube. Yeah. My father gets angry, intensifies my inner turmoil, making me question my purpose, even God's plan. I wonder, why am I here? Why is all this pressure on me? How can I balance my own aspirations with the heavy expectations placed upon me? You're mentioning God. If you believe in God, I will remind you, I'll answer one of your questions. Um, why am I here? You're here because of everything that you just told me. You're here to deal with these issues and deal with these obstacles. You're here to follow your heart on these problems and obstacles. And I can relate to you in some ways with what you're describing. And the fact that God constructed a situation where you feel so much tension is proof. It's like you can't when you can't see the whole picture and you're kind of like almost smelling the fire, or you're getting so much tension for something, it means that there's such a big force that's causing that. There's such a big reason for that. Your situation's not happening for no reason. Your situation isn't happening because just for the heck of it. Back to like the thing dangling in front of the kid's head. This triumph that is a part of your destiny, that with this issue, is meant to be here. It was planned. It was written for you. And I believe that we've talked before, and talked about the key within, and how it can be very hard when you're disconnected from that, because it feels so good and so strong in certain moments, but then when you lose it, it's like the worst thing ever. But you have to always remember that it is within you, your connection to these answers, and that connection to those answers is the same source for your strength, for the strength to deal with these issues. So the more that you can connect with that, the more that's going to help you. Don't worry about missing out on anything. If something happens, in certain situations, you're not going to miss out on something that's meant for you. Yeah, that defeats the whole point of it being meant for you, because it finds you effortlessly. Certain things are out of our control in this life, and everyone's life looks different. Everyone's picture looks different. Everyone's struggles, they look different ultimately. And best thing that we can do is lean on ourselves, our connection with God, our connection with our soul, and deal with it within our unique kind of solutions to whatever we're dealing with. I'm going to pray for you. I'm pray for everyone here. And when it comes to balancing your own aspirations with those expectations, again, everyone's situation is different. I'm not going to give you the answers because I don't have the answers. Only you have them. God has them for you. But what I will say, just intuitively feeling out what you're describing, obviously, balance. I always talk about balance. So there is a certain balance. Like if there's some kind of issue with family or relationships, and you put yourself in the studio all day and you don't even interact with them, that might not be the best thing. But I will say that following the expectations of others over your own heart or your own dreams is not it I don't feel that's going to lead to a fulfilling life, and it usually doesn't. But you have to go about that way in the best way possible, obviously. And again, you have the specific answers to your specific situation. That's why God made you to be in there, to be dealing with these things now. So the questions that you're asking, again, I will say you have the answers within you. It's about connecting to your own soul and have more trust and more faith in acting on the things that you know you have to do right now. It may feel like you don't have all the answers and how to specifically deal with this, but I promise that you do. If you follow your instincts, you're not going to miss out on anything that's not meant for you. Oh my gosh, Tim. That's right. I got to wrap up the live. Um, I got to go catch a train now with Tim. Let me read these last things. What have you learned so far from making videos on YouTube? I know you're just starting out, but would you say someone starting the very first videos? Follow your intuition. Do what you think is best. Don't necessarily feel the need to copy everyone's videos, but you can use things for inspiration. Make videos that you feel would be good to put out into the world, messages that you care about, because that message is going to help out with, you know, making things that you're going to want to work on those things because you're like, oh, this is for something higher. This is for a higher mission. That's how I kind of viewed a lot of my content. I can talk more about this in the next stream, but also I would say, um, man, I made a little process, just like write out a script, shot list, take one step at a time. It could feel overwhelming, but just take it one beat at a time. Try and improve everything, improve upon it every video, and watch Mr. Beast's advice for making YouTube videos. He has a lot of great things to say. A lot of his advice I've followed. Hi, Brazil here. Hello, Brazil. Your new video was insane. The thumbnail was something else. Oh, nice, 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 nice. I'm happy. I'm happy that you like that. Give me one answer. Where are you from? I am from America. Half Peruvian, half Polish. But born on the East Coast. Born and raised. I was feeling bad today, and I found your channel. I didn't know how I ended up watching the live. It makes me feel nice. I'm happy that you're here, Flavio. I appreciate you. Appreciate your support. That's incredible. Thank you, Flavio. Thank you for joining the community. Lovely to have you here. Man, you're the best. Thank you for helping me and others. Oh, of course. Of course. Thank you for expressing all that you expressed. I'm gonna pray for you, pray for everyone else here. Hope you guys are doing great. Okay, guys, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna head out now. I gotta go. Peace out, everyone. Hope you guys take care. I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for your time. I will see you very, very soon. Peace out.